From the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Sanders first carry in the game. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Off of play action, he'll look to throw.
Sliding out of the pocket. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again, Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
You don't like this!
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD.
For the point after.
We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Sanders there with a first down carry that might have gotten a yard, if that. 2nd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Hurts pass, complete to Dallas Goedert. It's a game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee up.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Eagles 21. Packers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Davion Taylor there to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
And 10 at the Eagles' 19-yard line.
On play action. Now Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Crosby connects on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And some room to work. The 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
From the 29, Rodgers. Flushed out right. This will be caught inside the 10. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's complete, right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for only a couple. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Flush to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He may try and run for this. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there, getting him to first. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Sanders with a 1st down carry, but he's going to be stopped up behind the line. A loss of a couple there.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
At the 33-yard line.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8. At the
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers going right side here, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
At the 21-yard line.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers get a score closer. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Sanders, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
First down.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
You got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And it's third down.
The Eagles on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll find Jones again, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4.
At the Eagles' 43-yard line.
And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Rodgers again now. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. 1st down and much more here for Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. A diving catch for the score he laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the 2nd half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
Darnell Savage on the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Eagles are going to have a first down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
On first down, Sanders looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
And they'll try a jet sweep. It's Rager.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger, there.
But it's going to be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Rodgers to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now Rodgers. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
A big gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and goal to go.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
So with just a second to play, we'd have to see something crazy